don't adjust your sets, because you are looking at a reflection of perfection. And tonight, Bobby Roode, look at my personal trainer. He's the greatest man in the world, and he's going to kick your ass in that ring tonight. And don't worry, after tonight, Bobby Roode, you better.
Bobby, you cheated more than anyone else we've ever faced in the ring, but that's okay. Not only are we vicious, but we're also nutritious and delicious, and we're going to do whatever it takes to try to get by in this match, and you're going down for the 3. Big man! Let's go.
Well, you see the big man in the ring, Flesh from Venice Beach, California, and his personal trainer, Vlad the Penetrator. This isn't the first time that these guys have had run-ins with TNA Team Canada Canadian Enforcer, Bobby Roode. Why don't you give us a little bit of the history, buddy?
Well, as you know, Dave, tonight's match is actually a handicap match. Last month we saw Flesh one-on-one with the Canadian Enforcer, Bobby Roode, and what wound up happening was Vlad the Penetrator, the personal trainer, the trainer of trainers, was involved in the match quite a bit.
You took my personal trainer and threw him on top of me, and then you cheated with the win?
Flesh is rehashing the whole thing for us.
You better shut up. Anyways, Bobby Roode, I went to the office in the back and I said, you know what, I want a rematch with this punk. So I got the Penetrator who's gonna kick your ass. My personal trainer. Vlad, are you pumped?
You got it, big man! We're taking him to the woodshed once and for all!
That's right. So while you imbeciles can sit back and watch me and the Penetrator kick Bobby Roode's ass.
Well, not a pleasant sight right there. Vlad the Penetrator working up before the match, getting ready.
Here he comes. Here comes the Canadian Enforcer himself, Dave.
Listen to this crowd go wild.
96 pounds. He is the Canadian Enforcer, Bobby Roode.
Bobby Roode making his way to the ring. There he is.
Look at his fine form tonight, and he's got his work cut out for him, Dave. Not just one opponent, but 2 opponents, and both big, strong men.
Well, he didn't take kindly last time that these two met. One-on-one Flesh and Bobby Roode battle, but Vlad the Penetrator got involved, cost Flesh the match, and then we saw an impromptu little collection and little display as Vlad the Penetrator almost, or actually for a brief moment, he did become a member of Team Canada as their very personal trainer.
It was probably the shortest career in the history of personal training, Dave. I think he was Team Canada's personal trainer for all of 5 seconds.
Well, whatever it was, Vlad the Penetrator and Flesh have a score to settle tonight with the Canadian Enforcer, Bobby Roode. This should be a tremendous matchup.
I agree, Dave. I agree. Bobby Roode, he's the Enforcer of Team Canada. He's the strong man of Team Canada. He bench presses easily places those body weights. He's like a human ant, and putting him in the ring with Flesh, undoubtedly the strongest man here at BSE from Venice Beach, California. Bodybuilder by day, a fighter by night, and Vlad, the personal trainer, the man who made Flesh the muscle machine that he is today.
Well, this is a handicap match with handicap rules, so it will be Bob Roode going against the 2 men that you see in the ring, Vlad the Penetrator and the big man Flesh.
I think Bob's going right after Vlad to settle the score, but that leaves an opening for Flesh to come at him from behind.
They send Bob Roode into the ropes, and he ducks under both men. And look at this, the big boot to Flesh, and Vlad goes sailing through the second rope to the outside. If you're sitting in the pit, you got to be careful with all that Vlad coming flying at you.
There really should be a disclaimer at the beginning of the night, Dave, like they have at SeaWorld. The people in the first 5 rows may get wet and may get squashed by Vlad the Penetrator.
Absolutely. Bob Roode now lifts up Flesh and drops him with a side suplex. And looking to get a quick cover. A 1, a 2, and this one almost over. Vlad came in and drops an elbow on Flesh. Miscalculated, I assume. And now it doesn't look like Vlad's in a place that he wants to be. He's just calling for time. I don't think Bob Roode's going to be kind enough to give it to him. Vlad quickly jumps to the outside of the ring. Bob Roode sends on a chase.
In pursuit, hot pursuit of Vlad the Penetrator. Here comes Bob Roode, but
rolled all the way to the outside of the ring as Flesh got back to his feet and nailed Bobby Roode, sending him into the corner with a chop to the chest.
Let me tell you something about those chops, Dave. You can feel the air coming off the impact of those chops all the way up here in the pit.
Absolutely.
Look at him now, he's a bop!
Vlad with some unkind words as Bobby Roode turns the tide, and a knee by Flesh to the midsection, sending Bobby Roode into the ropes. And a big clothesline by Flesh. He's a very, very powerful man and a very impressive specimen as he gets a cover of 1, a 2, and Bob Roode kicks out at 2. A lot of fight left in the Canadian enforcers. They can't hold him down with just a quick pin and an easy cover like that.
Flesh wisely using the ring as a weapon here.
Look at this now.
And Vlad taking the air out of the enforcer, Bobby Roode.
Handicap rules do apply. It is a 2-on-1 situation as Flesh now picks Bob Roode back up to his feet. Corner to corner, whips him in the buckle. Bob Roode landing hard.
As I mentioned before, Dave, the only way for Bob Roode to win a match like this, we've seen Bob Roode has obviously been able to grow some muscles on his body, but can he grow a pair of eyes in the back of his head? Because that's what he's going to need to come out on top of this for every opponent he's got in front of him. In the handicap match, there's always going to be an opponent behind you as well.
Flush now, applying pressure with a chin lock, holding Bob Roode down, trying to wear him thin. As you know, you got 2 big men. Flesh can at any time tag in Vlad the Penetrator. The personal trainer to the stars as Flesh, one of his main clients. As you can see, if it is true, if Vlad was the man behind the build on Flesh, I guess he did a pretty good job. Flesh, a very impressive specimen.
And Vlad has a fantastic resume. Not many people know this, but he actually trained Demi Moore for her role in G.I. Jane.
Is that the truth? I don't believe that's the truth.